We took this pasture area of our property and we built a giant greenhouse on it so we could have fresh produce all year long for our home and also for our juice business. And we did it all in one day, sort of.
Yeah, so the structure that we built on our property is called a high tunnel or a hoop house, which is a type of greenhouse that's used to extend your growing season. And the one that we built is from a company called Nifty Hoops, and it was funded through the Natural Conservation of Resources.
Natural Resource Conservation Service. NRCS. The program is NRCS.
Yes, it's called NRCS, which stands for Natural Resources of Conservation Services.
Close enough. Close enough.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, it was free to us.
Yeah.
So we learned about NRCS at the beginning of 2023, and we began communicating with them around May. And we didn't end up applying until the fall because there is an application period, and we're accepted sometime at the end of 2023. And at that point is when they connected us with Nifty Hoops, and that's where this whole process began with the hoop house.
So we worked with Nifty Hoops for a few months, getting the dimensions of the hoop house all set up and put together. And once we had everything set in stone there, and we had to do our part in actually getting a location figured out first of exactly where we wanted to put the greenhouse. Looking at it again now, they said that they need like 15 feet of workspace on either side of whatever, like extra area. This spot is already pretty tight and packed anyway. This length of the fence here is like 80 feet long already. Our hoop house is 96 feet long. And they also like to have like more level ground to work on. It doesn't have to be perfectly level, but the flatter the better. And like right at like 80, 85 feet. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but it takes a real nice dip in the land right there. But over on this side, y'all can see it's a lot more open space over here. So we'll probably So after we had our spot picked out where we wanted the greenhouse to go, we had to start preparing the area. So the first thing that we did was mow down all of the tall pasture grass in the area so that we could lay down a silage tarp over it to make sure that all of the grasses and all of the weeds were killed off. And we got a little wet during the process, but once the tarp was down, it was just a few week waiting game for the weeds to die off. We are all finished with the rocks, but it's raining on us.
So those few weeks ended the day before the greenhouse got here, which was also our prep day, and it was definitely a day. We had a lot to do on prep day.
Stressful.
Definitely. Very stressful. But we actually started the day removing the silage tarp from the area that we had blocked off for our hoop house, and it did a really good job of killing all the grass under there.
Now, once we got the silage tarp off of there, we mowed around the area one more time just to clean it up a bit, and we made sure to blow the grass back over to where the hoop house was going to be, just to add that little extra bit of fertility. And once that was finished, we shot on down to our local equipment rental store so that we could pick up a tiller and then go ahead and get to tilling. At least that was the goal at first. That little tiller we grabbed had me about ready to scream. Oh. We got to till the perimeter of the thing where the hoop house is going to be so that they can do what they need to do today. Never used this one before. That's like, yep. So we run into problem number one. This thing sucks.
Yeah. Gerald was stressed, y'all. I was finna pick up the camera, but when stress levels are high, we just gotta get it done. What's our motto?
Make it happen.
Making it happen. We making it happen.
Now, part of why this was so stressful is because Nifty Hoops also had to come that same day, and they had to do a little prep work too. And they asked us to have like the perimeter of where the hoop house was going to be. They asked us to have that tilled so that they could do the work that they needed to do. And well, we unwisely waited until the very last minute to try to get it tilled up. And yeah,
we ran into some issues
and we were kind of holding them up. So we were like, okay. But we were blessed enough that they had some other work that they needed to do first. So it gave us time to run out, grab the proper tiller, get back, and then get the site area prepped so that they could go ahead and do what they needed to do.
Yeah,
We got it. In case I didn't know.
I stayed here and ate some cereal.
This is the one I want. This is what I usually use. These big rear tine tillers.
Oh, well, why'd you eat the other one?
They didn't have this kind at the other one.
Oh,
And
why'd you go there to that store if you don't usually go to that one?
Because the other one went out of business.
Oh, that's why you was looking like that?
Yeah. So
I think they're waiting on us to get everything tilled and ready to go. So we're gonna do this and see what's next. Nice. A lot bigger.
yeah. If you guys ever plan on getting and using the tiller for any reason, please, please save yourself the trouble and just go ahead and get a rear tine tiller. This thing did its job flawlessly. So once we did our part, they were able to get to work on theirs, and then we went ahead and moved on to the next phase of our prep day,
which was preparing for our team to come the next day and help us. So Nifty Hoops has different build options available, and we chose what's called a community build, where 2 of their team members come out and we bring 5 of our friends and family out, and we all build it together under the instruction of the Nifty Hoops team members. So after a long, stressful day, we had to then move on to getting an area set up for our team to be able to come in and get to work. Boy, has it been a day. We've been ripping and running all day, I feel like. Just tiny little things. And if you work with your partner, you know stress levels can get kind of high sometimes. And it's all about trying to work together in harmony. So that's what we've been trying to do all day. And we made it, okay? We're here at the end of our prep day. So right now we're going to work on setting up the team area, the team zone, if you will. So we have our farmers market tent over there, and I think a good place, maybe like just right here. I brought a fan. I got a first aid kit. Y'all will see. Okay, this is our setup. I mean, it's just, somewhere to sit, have some snacks that are like all wrapped, things that are easy, nothing messy. We are going to feed our team as well. Probably have pizza tomorrow during lunch, but we'll probably go in the house for that. So, yeah, I think we're good. So then once that was done, we finally were able to just rest up and prepare for the big day the next day.
Today is the day.
It's today.
Yeah. It's been a long time coming.
As you can see from behind us.
Yeah, they got here early. They snuck up on us. Who knows how long they've been up here?
I'm feeling good because, yeah, it's been a journey getting here, going through the NRCS process. So
we ready to get this thing up and rolling. This is going to be a long day.
Full day, but it's exciting. Our team is going to be here in like 30-ish minutes.
Yeah, so we got to get the rest of that table camp area set up real quick.
Yes. I have more snacks. Well, I have the snacks with me. Bananas, chips, if anybody wants anything.
Nice.
Thanks. Always have to be prepared, guys.
Now, Nifty Hoops pulled up on us a little bit earlier than we expected, so we got to work helping them build first before anyone showed up. We're building the frames, I guess. These. That's what we're building right now. You ever built anything before?
Mm-hmm.
She's lying.
I built. No.
Exactly.
Ugh, it's dirty. I hate my hands feel like ashy, but they're not ashy, they're just dirty. I better buckle up, huh?
She's such a girl.
Yes.
So we got to work on these frames for quite a while, but then once our help started to pull up on us, we were really able to start getting into motion. Crew worker number one, introduce yourself.
Woo! I'm Noelle, Gerald's sister, older sister, his favorite sister.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on to the next one. Number
What's
two.
going on? I'm Rivera, Gerald's little brother.
Boy, you about 58 years old. Crew member number three.
I'm the original. He the remix.
Uh-oh. Y'all heard it here first. We putting the work in. How's it going, woman?
It's hot, but I'm getting through. It's like a puzzle.
Yeah.
Literally like a big puzzle.
The most difficult part of the build was probably putting these frames together and then setting them up and putting them into their posts. But I mean, that really wasn't that difficult. It was just the most difficult part. So once we got all those finished up, it was just a few little bits and pieces here and there until it was time to put the plastic on. Simone breaking our stuff. Now, the coolest part of the whole day was just having loved ones come out and help and support us in building up this big portion of the vision that God has given us. Like that really was the coolest part. It's amazing the type of stuff that you can get done and accomplish when there are a bunch of minds focused on the exact same goal and outcome. Indeed, one can put 1,000 to flight and two 10,000. And once we got all of the tarps pulled up over the frames that we built and set up, they just put on the last few finishing touches of the hoop house, and then they were out of there. And our day was all finished up. Out of there. And we had our big greenhouse.
Who's there? Oh, hey. Welcome to my hoop house.
Okay.
This is the final result. It's just so exciting for it to finally be up and functional now because it's like a very huge step. Just as much as a big step as the garden was and getting the fence up around that, this is like the next big step in our journey in feeding like ourselves and fueling the juice business and everything that's all encompassing. So this is big.
Yeah. I can't wait to be able to grow food all year. That's wild. We had to step back outside because we was getting cooked
It's hot.
in there. But the sides of this thing also roll up and down. Look at this. So you know if it leaves a little air,
Ooh.
need a little air or something, you can roll it up and down.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. It's dumb hot because they put like double layer of plastic on here. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head, but I think like each layer of plastic that you add to like a hoop house or something, it adds like, say we're in like zone 6, right? So one layer of plastic will make it the conditions in here like zone 7. Another layer of plastic will make it like zone 8. So I think it like adds the zone with each layer of plastic you put onto it. Don't fully quote me on that, but I believe that's what it is. Also, we got the big hoop house because why not? It's free. You might as well get the biggest one. So this thing is 30 feet wide by 96 feet long. Big old dumb old greenhouse.
You don't have to get the big one, but we got the big one, and that's why we chose like the roll up sides, because there's also an option to get like automatic sides, but we just want the structure more than kind of the modern functionality
Yeah.
because we're okay with cranking the wheel. We didn't see that as a big deal. So
Now, other than being excited about being able to grow food all year round, the provision of the thing, like that is the real exciting part. The provision of the Lord, like looking out,
Yep.
continuing to just like, here you go,
step by
here
step.
you go, just like giving.
In one video, we talked about the doors, how it was like he literally unlocks the door, opens it, and tells us to come on through. This is one of those things. Like literally, we didn't. It's easy when you're following your purpose and what you're supposed to be doing. Like all we have to do is literally just continue, and he opens the door, and we walk through.
Yeah.
And then we figure out what the next door is, and we walk on through.
It would be people ask, like when we see people ask us like, how are we doing this, or how are we doing that, or how do we get to this, that, and the other. It would be so disingenuous of us to say, oh, it came about because we did this, or we did this like this over here, and because we did blah blah. That would be a lie. We don't, a lot of stuff we don't know. Well, not that we don't know. We didn't do it. We don't know how it happened because God is the one that did it and brought it to us. And then when he brought it to us, we did the work afterwards.
We just steward whatever he gives us well.
Yes.
And then he brings the next thing.
Yeah.
It's like a continuous process.
Yeah, again, it's faith. Without faith, it's impossible to please God. That's what I say. You got to have faith. It's like to know what faith is, like to understand his heart. If he has the heart of a father. Mm-hmm. So think of fathers, think of yourselves, or children, think of your dads, or just think of any good father. All a good father wants is for his children to trust him, to believe him, to have faith in him, to know that he is capable, and know that he ain't gonna let nothing happen to him. That's what a good father wants. My dad used to sit me on the side of the pool all the time before I could swim. He would stand in the pool. He would tell me to jump. Like he wanted me to trust him, like jump. And I'd be on the edge of the pool. Like, oh no, I can't, I don't know if I jump in. What if I fall in? What if I drown? Like, was he gonna let me drown? No. Is God gonna let you drown? Will he ask you to trust him and tell you to jump? You think he gonna let you drown? No, he got this, it's the same heart. It's the same heart. So you gotta jump. All those who hope in him will not be put to shame. That hope will not be put to shame. He honors that trust. He honors that faith in him, and he gives, when you have that faith in him, he gives exceedingly and abundantly above
what you can ask, think, or
even
imagine.
what you, yes, asking, thinking, whatever going on in your head, he gonna get way more, way exceedingly abundantly more. So how we did it?
That's the formula.
Faith. That is the formula. So if you feel like he's calling you to something, trust him. If you don't feel like he's calling you to something, seek him out, because he is calling you to something. Seek him out, listen, and then jump. Go. Dive into it. Head first. Don't be driving down the highway with 1 foot on the gas, 1 foot on the brake. Mm-hmm. When he tell you to go, all gas.
All gas, all no brakes. We were literally talking about this a few days ago, how crazy our life would look if we didn't have faith in all of the little steps that led us to this exact point. And now we're at the point where it's like, okay, what's the next leap of faith that we're going to have? It was like an exciting journey. It is, like Gerald said earlier, you know, it's a little bit nerve-wracking at first, but the more you do it, the less it becomes nerve-wracking and the more exciting it becomes, because it's like, ooh, like what's next?
The outcome, because that's what faith is the outcome. He tell you to do something, you see the outcome of it, it gets you excited, which causes you to do the work in the present to get to that vision, that goal that he revealed and brought to you. Faith without works is dead. That faith gets you excited to do something, and you go ahead and do it. Yeah, it's just crazy. But yeah, if we were to got scared at any point in the past when he told us to do something, and we're like, no, we're gonna do this instead. Yeah, our life would not look like this. Goodness. It would not look like this at all. Yeah. So that pretty much wraps up and sums us all up. We got a lot of work to do inside to get the bed and area prepped and all that. So we'll bring y'all along when we do that. Yeah. Until next time, we'll catch you then. Peace. Bye.